There are going to be some consequences to our actions, though.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
we went real off book on that one. So
Yeah.
I believe you specifically started a revolution as well.
that's where we're at.
uh,
The meeting of the revolutionaries tonight at the Blue Water Inn.
Norbert does not regret his intent, but rather maybe the carry about of said intent. Maybe needs to put the fire down for a little bit.
Okay, so all four of you. Well, you had just sent what's her name?
Arabelle.
Yeah, Arabelle. Thanks.
I remember her.
That's true. May not be the other way around. You just sent her to try and smuggle the maids out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, little girl, go save these women.
All right, so
I mean, she does see the future.
so there is a lot of chaos going around, and you watched I can't think today. Arabelle. You watched Arabelle go into the crowd towards the platform where those maids were at, and you just see chaos everywhere. You see people running in and out of the area, and you see a couple people start to gather like towards you and like whispering, like looking at you and like pointing. They're just commoners, but what do you do?
We don't see any
Guys,
guards
let's
in the chaos.
Roll perception check.
Okay.
Also, really quick, I noticed me, Zaro, and Edgestyle are kind of off to the side in the forest on the map. Man, great
No,
roll.
I just put you there so I could put you on the turn tracker.
Oh, okay, cool.
I believe
just
I was still on the platform personally.
Very
All
good
right,
roll.
with a 20. Yeah, you can look through the chaos and you can see a few guards coming towards your party trying to fight the onslaught of villagers going in and out of the area.
Okay.
Coming from the south, from the platform.
They're coming from the platform. And they look like they are intentionally heading towards us.
They look like that they're kind of scanning the area. You would assume after what just happened, they might be looking for you.
Okay.
They have not spotted you though.
Yeah, I think it would be the savvy thing to do to get out of the line of sight. That's what I would like to do.
All right. So you need to start navigating through the crowd, or do you want to start trying to go through the back streets? Through the crowd, you have to fight people, but you're got a little bit more cover. If you go through the buildings, you're kind of more in open spaces. You might be spotted as a little bit easier. So, do you want to fight the crowd, or do you want to fight? No, I guess I didn't have an answer for that.
Okay, I don't know. Can I quick remind me, is Jenny's shack inside or outside of the city gates? Jenny, the herbalist?
Jenny shack, I believe. Let's see.
Outside Western Gate is what it says in my notes.
Outside Western Gate? Yep. Right outside the Western Gate.
Okay, well then I don't want to. I was gonna go try and hide out there since she likes me, but I don't want to go through a gate right now. So
Okay.
I don't know, party. What do you think? Streets or alleys?
Well, we should determine a goal first, right? I mean, we don't have a ton of time to discuss that, but instead of blindly wandering off. Toy shop? Hide at the toy shop?
Sure. We can head that direction. My first goal is just to get out of the area so the guards don't accost us here.
Get
Yeah,
out is actually a good first goal. Yes.
I'm good with that.
I think ultimately I would like to see if Lady Wagner will talk with us between now, like at some point today. But yeah, first goal is just get out of the area.
Okay. Let's see here. So you can see the guard patrols like starting to comb over the street, and you need to move quickly. The alleyways do offer cover, but some paths might straight into the guard's view. You can decide which way to go to spot the safest route to avoid detection. Now, you can try to spot a gap in the guard's patrols for hidden exits, or you can try and look in the surroundings for secret pathways or where the crowd may have thinned.
Yeah, I would prefer to like find a pathway that's fully outside of the guard's scope, if that's possible.
All right. Do an investigation check.
Okay. 15.
You carefully examine your surroundings, and you see you can see like tiny little gaps that you can slip past, and you pull the rest of the party towards it, and you kind of like move in and out of the spaces that you see. Now, I'm gonna need someone else to roll stealth.
Those goes.
Zaro, roll stealth. Yeah.
With the 24.
I was already on it. I just didn't have the right app pulled up at the right time to tell you if I was doing it.
Oh, you're good. So you slip through the crowded streets, and you kind of get to the other side of this large bustle of people, without making a sound. You move like a shadow through the streets, and you reach the other end. You've spent a few minutes traveling through the crowd, and you're on the other side of it. Now the alley's open, or the road is open rather than crowded. Do you just want to travel along it, or do you want to try and sneak through the back alleys?
Maybe being synced is a good idea.
Yeah. I think we can continue sneaking, but I think this is also probably a good spot to get on the same page about where we're heading. We're out of the immediate danger.
I heard toy shop, I heard Lady Wagner's house, and then possibly the West Gate, though I think that was thrown out.
Yeah, no Westgate.
So the way that I took it was toy shop to kind of just evade the current scene, and then were we looking to resolve the current spat between Lady Wagner and was it the Baron?
I think escalate.
Yeah, I think we're in escalate mode. Yep.
Oh, we achieved escalation.
Right. So I mean, had the party not made the choices that it made, Lior would have been perfectly happy to follow Lady Wagner's advice and just let that hanging happen and let her continue her machinations and everything. But that bridge has sailed. So now I'm like, should I kill the Baron between now and our rally tonight? But I would like Lady Wagner's opinion on that before I just do it. That's kind of where I'm
No.
at.
Full-on assassination. No halts. No, I'm
Like,
kidding.
if we're gonna kill him, this is probably the best time, right? He's not gotten any time to fortify himself yet, catch him off guard. But I'm not looking to
Counter
plunge the
argument.
city into entire chaos. So
Assuming he's tough, we could. It might be a little bit metagamey, but I would really like to wait for the next level up before a big showdown.
oh, come on, you saw him. He's soft. He's got a belly.
Oh yeah, I
Definitely
forgot he was
soft.
there.
But the question
he's
is,
got a belly and 3 forms.
would Firearm Lady, I think we would want to contact her, see, is she going to fight us, fight for us, maybe just turn a blind eye? Because I
Yeah.
think that's our actual danger in a fight.
Yeah, which is why I would like to talk to Lady Wagner, because she might have some insight on sort of how loyal the guard is to the Baron, and then if she's not ready to like step up into the Baron's place, then killing him is off the table, because we're not gonna just like leave a power vacuum here. Like, we can't plunge the city into like total chaos. Like, so if she says not to, then we just can't.
So my one hesitation about going straight to her is, I mean, if we get seen going in there, that implicates, it's like, yeah, Baron's gonna come right to her house with all his men.
Yeah. So I think we should be sneaky, but I think we should go there. That's my stance. We can go in a back door or something.
Yeah, I'm
Fly in
good
her
with.
window as a bird, whatever.
I'm good with all of that. I guess as a final thought, I don't like Lady Wagner or the Baron. I don't like the Baron more. I think he is more detestable. Maybe just because we know less about Lady Wagner and her intentions. But I guess I'm partially seeking resolution before we leave. But like, if we reach that point, like you were talking about, like don't want to leave a power vacuum, Toad's cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is not an obtainable goal right now. Maybe we can come back to it. Maybe we won't. I'm good with that too.
Yeah. Okay. So the plan is to go to Lady Wagner's, get the lay of the land there, and then possibly decide to sneak in a back door, depending on what the situation is at Lady W's house.
Okay. Let's do. Let's see. Can you roll a d20 for me, or someone roll a d20 for maybe a random encounter?
Ho! 20.
20.
Oh, that's bad. That could be
Yeah.
the worst.
That could be the worst. Why do I roll a 20 on just a random d20 roll?
That's either the best. No, it could just be random. Could be the worst. We'll see.
Did you cheat? It says custom roll.
That just means you just roll a d20.
Yeah, but I did that right above. It doesn't say that.
You used the chat.
Are you playing around?
No.
You could take
That was
David's
from Leor's character sheet instead of from directly in Roll20. That's why.
Yeah, I pushed the button in D&D Beyond. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
The gap in rules is enjoyable.
Can you hear this cat?
You see an unmarked alley like between two buildings, partially hidden by large barrels. There's something a little bit off about the shadows, too quiet, maybe too still. Could be a shortcut, or some place to wait. And there is 5 guards walking down the street towards you.
We're in the main road. They're in the alley.
You're in the main road, and you are looking for an alley to go down, and you found one.
And which role was taken?
Yeah, David's being crazy.
I don't know what's happening. Okay.
He's just discovered custom roles, I guess.
Well, there's inline dice, exploding dice, compounding dice, and penetrating dice. I was just curious what they were doing, but yeah, sorry.
I think that's some weird Pathfinder stuff, or the what's that other system?
First of Strahd.
The chicken sandwich
I
is
mean,
kicking in.
Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu. I'm looking for
Or
a Call
the
of Cthulhu
Wild
set.
West one.
Anyway, it's not relevant.
All right, so
I'm pro Scary Alley.
Scary
Yeah,
Alley
I mean-
or 5 guards, I take Scary Alley.
all right,
agree.
one of you can do pick of your choice to try and find more information about the alley or what to do. So
Ooh.
you can use investigation, you can use perception, try to find more information on what seems the better choice here.
I could cast Augury.
Well, as a ritual, you need
I'm
way more
joking.
time than we've got.
Well, as its own spell, it's I think just an action. I don't think that's a level 3 spell though. I don't think I'm doing that.
I've got a +4 to perception.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do that.
Hey.
All right, perception roll. Let's do it. Perception.
Take it.
I admit, when you said the role of your choice, my mind immediately went to like, what's the weirdest skill that I could like tie to this and say is reasonably connected, right? Like,
I mean,
like, can you make this a deception roll? Like,
Religion. I call upon my god.
What's your noir roll?
That would be acrobatics. All right,
Okay.
so with that perception, you see that like you could easily get past these guards by waiting in the alley and watching them go by. But also with that roll, you do see that there is one guard in the back that you do recognize behind the other 5. And it is Isabella leading the 5.
I would wave everybody over, like, finger points to the alley, and then, or are we already gathered? Is
Yeah.
there
I
like
assume you are all a group.
Okay, so there's like a momentary point of time before decision making. I would convey that and just feel like, hey, I think we should dip in here, but also, do we want to talk to Isabella?
yeah, but like not with other people. Like, we should go in there and then see if we can like psst her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone have message?
I do not.
Oh, but Zorro has psychic stuff. Oh, but they have to be willing, so I don't know if that counts, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have to be like.
And is it like touch? What's the range?
I'm looking.
Consensual. Pss, pss.
Oh my goodness. Stupid touchpad.
I also, by the way, learned a radiant cantrip, but I'm gonna have to ask the GM. I had a cantrip I never used. Druids aren't supposed to be able to switch, but I never used the bonfire cantrip.
Wait,
I actually don't think they have to be willing.
okay.
Because it's already their choice if they actually communicate a thought or not.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that reads that way.
Creatures you can see. Let's do it. Yeah.
What's this called? Psionic something?
Psionic whisper, psychic whispers.
I also I hate to like dibs one of the we have 3, but if I go animal again, it's nice to be able to
Permanently
talk.
dibs it. Yeah.
Okay. So how are you doing this? Are you just giving Norbert and the guard captain psychic whispers?
You don't need to do that. What?
So edge the out and the guard
Or
captain.
psionic?
What is my proficiency bonus? +3. I gotta choose 3 people, or I gotta choose 3 plus 1?
If it's plus
Up to your
proficiency,
proficiency bonus. Yeah, okay, so I'll do that dude and then Edge, Theo, and Norbert. Right, because we just need one person. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on at the airport.
Wait, your proficiency bonus should be +3 now, right?
Yeah,
So
I assume I get myself for free.
yeah, so you can choose 3 people.
Right, and we need one random dude, right? So
Isabella,
him,
yeah.
Norbert, and Edge.
and then it can be all 4 of us if we're not including someone else in the future.
Yeah, when we level up, a couple levels, I'll get another one.
All right.
So
So
I guess I should roll. Oh, am I still doing weird dice? Sorry. Oh, nothing mattered.
Oh wow! I can't believe you got the same thing.
1 in 6 chance.
Fair.
what is this roll for?
So it lasts
The number
5
of
hours,
Oh yeah. The number of hours.
which
Got
I
it.
think I've gotten 1 hour every single time
Okay.
I've used it before.
All right. You tap into your psychic whispers and you focus your mind on Isabella and your party members. And now you are all connected. Who's going to speak?
Not me. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna listen.
I guess I could go for it. She had a prior connection. It's not like I dislike Isabel or anything. I think we've come around on that. I do think that, the whole doll thing is going to sit in the back of, Norbert's brain for at least, what would be considered a reasonable amount of time.
All the more reason for you to be the one.
I think Norbert would be kind of goofy about it, like, hey, in the alley. Hey, that's good, right? I mean,
yeah.
She's walking by. There's an alley.
Yeah. And
Whoa,
and
wait. Oh, well.
You see her stop, and she goes, "Who was that?"
It's me, Norbert. He can call me Norbert. Everybody does. I've never got to say that through Mind Talk before. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm talking quietly like this. Hey, can you hear me? Does it sound louder now? Hey, Isabel, does it sound louder now? Can you confirm that for me?
Yes, I can hear you. Where are you?
Yeah, but was it quieter before? You're not answering.
The whole city watch is looking for you.
That's we're in
The
the
city
alley,
watch
but
is looking for you. The alley?
That sounds like their problem if they're looking for us.
No, just come on over into the alley real quick. We got some serious stuff to talk about. But just answer the question. Was it quieter before? Like, can you tell?
I could hear you plainly the whole time.
Oh, okay. well, dang.
Now,
hey, no, just hey.
Why should I not call the entire city watch on you?
No. There's some serious shit that went down. I just need to talk to you personally. Like, come on, we fought together. There's got to be a little bit of trust there. Come on.
You have 1 minute to convince me not to call the entire city guard on you and your party.
All right, that's fine. We could probably talk in a minute. I tried to talk you into 2, but
You stopped a state-sanctioned execution. You attacked city guards.
wait, is she over here talking to us now? Or are we in like
Yeah, is this still mind talk or did you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to know where that stops.
I don't think I'm on the mind party.
I think we would prefer not for her to know our exact location yet.
Okay, but it is relevant because I don't think I can talk to her mind talk. So
currently, she's standing in the middle of the street, kind of like just standing there looking up. Her guards have kind of walked away from her, and she just hasn't noticed, and she's just kind of mind talking with you while just standing there by herself.
Well, Ipsdale, if you had hesitance, we were getting ready to call her over. So what's the plan, hombre?
Out of character, we certainly can call her over so that Lior can participate. She's more personable, I think. But if she's given us a minute, and at the end of that minute we don't succeed, might be nice for her to not be within 5 feet of us.
I want to try something here, Norbert. You can tell me if this is off base, but since this is your first time talking on this, and you're not used to that, I would like to imagine that Norbert is just like also talking out loud while he's talking to Isabella, and so I've got like his half of the conversation.
You know what? That is very Norbert. That is, I think, very on brand for Norbert. I would like to lean into that.
So then, like Lior, even not hearing Isabella's thing, could be like, ask her if she thinks that those people should die. Ask her if she would have been on their side to die.
Yes, state sanction doesn't mean shit.
Okay, hold on. I'm done processing. So this is you hearing me the whole time and me not realizing that I have been speaking aloud the whole time. So therefore, I probably get surprised by you hearing me the whole time, right?
Yeah, probably.
So I'm probably like, oh, shit. Hey, have I talked about?
Just tell her. Just tell her because you know she's not mean.
Hey, is and Norbert puts his hand over his mouth because he doesn't know how to stop doing it. But he's self-conscious about it. And he's like, hey, I mean, would you have done the same thing in his position? Like, why do they deserve to die? Like,
I would also like to say what I said. Like, state sanction doesn't mean it was good. I would say that.
You have
I would just
no idea.
I would like to say that I don't want this to be precedent for other random strange creatures that if it's a Norbert specific flaw, that's fine, but I don't want everybody to always not know how to mentally talk.
Yeah, we'll workshop the mental talking. We'll make sure everyone.
I was taking it as like a one-time, first-time thing.
For Norbert specifically, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is
not like Isabella is doing that.
I think this is in character for Norbert.
Yeah.
So, Isabella does respond. After a moment, she sounds exasperated. Like, you have no idea what you've done. You think stopping this execution was a righteous act? It wasn't your decision to make. Not everyone gets to choose what's right in a place like this. Sometimes we're forced to uphold orders we don't agree with. We're not here to play judge, jury, and executioner.
Who was the judge? One guy.
Hey, you cut out a bit, bro.
Jake?
Is that better?
Yep.
As I said, I realized I really don't want to interrupt Jesse's discussion anyway. This feels like a good time for him. But I do emotionally feel what I just said. Like, who was the judge and jury? Just some guy who's very emotional right now with the loss of his son?
Yeah, I think we can all agree those girls were innocent, whether we're playing whatever part, judge, jury. It
I call
don't
for a
it don't
mistrial.
There,
yeah
I don't.
it don't
He should have recused himself.
it
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
have.
They were innocent.
I don't have the luxury of questioning orders. There are no judges or juries in Valaki. The only power and the fear that keeps it in place. Be careful in your idealism.
Okay, but we had power to stop it. So by your own logic, we were totally justified.
Hey,
Might makes
can,
right.
can we just go ahead and call her over to the alley at this point? I feel like it's getting a little, a little awkward.
I won't
She's-
fight the idea. I mean,
She's standing in the street. We're off in the alley.
She's walked a bit forward past the alley, but you can tell her where you are, go get her if you want.
I would like to call her over at this point. I don't know what we were hiding behind or in the shadows. I'm imagining there was a crate in the alley. I step out from the crate and call her over. So that
Okay.
way, in person.
So she's kind of shocked to see like right by you. And you see there's like a brief moment of confusion on her face. You see like a whole mix of emotions.
I
And she
just
looks
look
at
at
you and goes, "You want me to come to you, Norbert? You know what kind of trouble you're in, right?"
yeah, I mean, not any more trouble than I'm usually in. Anyway, we just need to talk to you, and we need to find a way to get you separated from the guards because we thought you would understand.
So you and Isabella are standing by yourselves in the street at this moment.
Wait, I thought we were in the alley.
Yeah, I thought you went out to go get her.
No, I said I called her over to the alley to us.
Oh, gotcha.
he poked
Okay.
his head out, maybe.
Yeah, because initially we used the psionic, mind talk in order to separate her from the other four guards and get her attention. And then we were deciding, because Edgedale wanted to say some things, we were deciding if we wanted to, call her over yet or not. But so that was my intent, at least. I don't.
Okay. So she comes to the alley and sees, well, I guess all of you are here. Now that you are here, I need you all to turn yourselves in with me. And she puts her
For
hand.
what purpose?
She puts her hand on her sword. Well, her axe. And I'd rather not be a struggle.
Hey, I thought you said you'd give us a minute. That ain't fair.
Yeah, you did say that.
It's been well over a minute.
No, it hasn't. I have seen you for like 2 seconds now. You just got here.
Yeah, it starts now. Shoulda, lined that out better.
You have
40
not.
seconds.
This is your last chance. Surrender now, and maybe I can speak on your behalf. You've already in enough trouble as it is, and things will only get worse if you resist.
Oh, hell no. No, we know what the Baron's mercy looks like. We've seen. No, you're going to speak on our behalf so that we can be on the gallows next? Isabella, that is a death sentence and you know it, and I am disappointed in you for even asking.
The gallows is a rare occasion.
No, don't lie to me. I've been here. I perform here. This is my town. You can't lie to me about how often we hang people.
Plus, isn't that a kind of bad look?
I'm literally just pointing at Leora and nodding.
Look, we need at least one of you to surrender.
Well,
I mean, I'll surrender.
I can promise you that you will not go to the gallows.
I don't think you can, but
Does mind talk? Is it like walkie-talkie style? I say something, everyone hears it, or can you limit it?
I assume everyone that has the mind talk can hear it.
Your choice.
oh, I think we've been misusing this actually. For a number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creature can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them.
Oh, you're a
This should be-
midpoint.
Yeah,
Okay, I
it
was
should all
kinda
be going
wondering
through
that.
Zaro, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
So-
he's like an intermediary or like a relay.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, that means he has to do a lot more talking than he's used to.
Right. I think it's also
So
to
I am
resolve
going
current
to I'm going to
situations.
override this because it's just going to make things really annoying functionally. So I'm just going to be like you basically open up a group chat. That's how I'm going to rule it as, because otherwise
There
this
are-
would be very
All right,
annoying.
and there's
to
no
that
kick
too,
from the
so.
group chat function. Like,
Yeah, you
Right,
can't
right.
turn off group chat. You're all talking at once. You
There's
can't
pluses
target
and
people.
minuses to that.
That is much more specific than the old. So it happens.
okay, well, I am definitely not surrendering here. I'm
Guys, if she just needs one of us to surrender, I can. No problem, Bob. I'll surrender.
I'm
give
gonna
them
take.
like a look.
okay.
I'd like to take one more shot at. It's literally by definition. It's just like persuading. It's like, that they were innocent. I thought we could trust you. We fought together.
I have
This-
no idea of their innocence.
This is honestly ridiculous.
Wait, did you even hear what they were accused of? They
I
were
wasn't there.
Oh, okay, so let's fill you in. They were accused of being the cause of the vampire attack yesterday, and you know that's not the case because you were there and you saw who was actually behind that. You have it, and we know exactly why it happened, right? That
And
coffin
may-
maker was in league with you know who.
And do you know for sure that they weren't working with the devil?
Yes,
How could you know that?
I have a very close connection with the maids of the Baron's estate.
Well, I can only go as the knowledge that I am given. And I will call off the guards, but only if one of you can surrender. I need to bring in someone.
No worries, I'll surrender. Not a problem.
I don't think you should, yeah. I think we put too much trust in her. I'm disappointed, honestly. I was very much so out loud and in front of her. So
You assaulted many guards today.
None of us touched any of the guards.
You're lucky one of them didn't die.
you can be
None of it-
defensive all you want, but we
Wait,
did
wait,
we
we
did it
didn't-
for. Okay.
And we also didn't assault the guards.
Yeah,
like,
not a one
just to
of
be
us.
clear.
Not a single attack.
That's not what I heard.
Well, your source is clearly not getting you the right information. You didn't know why they were accused. You didn't know what they were supposedly on trial for. You didn't know what happened. Nobody attacked a guard. The crowd got in between us and the guards. They poked us a couple times. So, we forgive you, I guess, for that. No, and then the Baron retreated, like the coward that he is, right? Nothing happened. There was no altercation.
We fought for the city. This should not be this hard, Isabella.
Well, the fact remains, I need one of you right now.
Guys, for real, it's no problem. I'll surrender to her. Just trust me.
I mean, movies have taught me to trust somebody that says it that way.
So she pulls out an old pair of manacles. that she has on her person and clasp your hands together.
One question, one curiosity question.
Yep.
These flames that like come out of her arms, do you
Yep.
think do they produce a little smoke by chance? I got
Mm,
I got options, but I'm just asking this.
So at the moment they are not very like fiery at all. You have not seen. They're almost like a light, very light flame, almost like you would like light alcohol on a table, kind of like that very see-through flame. But they weren't before. During battle, they definitely were more engulfed in a bright flame. But you don't see any smoke.
DM, does her arm smoke or vape?
It definitely. I don't know. It tokes. I don't know. Does its best.
I'm still fully willing. That doesn't change my answer.
Well, Edgetheow, you come with me. The rest of you, make yourself scarce for at least the next 20 minutes until I get him to the guard shack. And if you are so inclined, he will probably end up at the Reformation Center. Use that information with what you will.
We going directly
Noted.
there?
And she turns around and walks off.
So out of character. No, I won't say it.
What do you say?
No, I don't.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said out of character, and then I was like, yeah, nah. I think they get the gist.
Mm.
I won't say. But again,
And you see Isabella take Edgethay out with him, or with her, down the street.
Well,
And you can hear her call out to the other guards like, "I've found him! Call off the search!"
Oh.
statement number one, Isabella. Nobody actually saw me there.
They saw Spider.
I did untransform at the scene, but I'm hoping I can at least cast a little doubt into her mind about. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
That's really not my strategy, just to be clear. I just like.
All right. I mean, you also do have 5 more hours being able to talk to Edgetheow, though Isabella could listen.
Also, is it infinite range?
I don't think there's a range.
Yeah, there is.
That's great.
It's a mile.
Oh, a mile.
That's
Okay.
still like the whole city.
Sorry, me being a downer here, having read the
That's still
description.
the whole city.
Yeah, it's a mile, but I also think you can choose if like we didn't want to send it. I don't have to relay it to everybody.
Well,
Is-
he DM overrode that. It's a group chat now.
Well, I thought that was
He
just a
didn't wanna
convenient
deal with
thing
that.
to save me from having to role play the relay. But I feel like if we were trying to exclude somebody, I could gatekeep that.
So you either have to roleplay, or we do it the way we've been doing it, or it's a group chat.
Well, I'm in an airport and I'm not gonna repeat everything that's said the whole session. Sorry.
I just think
And
it's
this-
easier. It just has some pluses and minuses to go along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If choosing that now means I need to lock that in for the rest of the campaign, so be it. But yeah, I'm not doing that today.
Yeah. To be fair, that's how we've been playing it, so it doesn't change much.
Yeah.
In this particular instance, we could use it as a tool to know with it if the camp is within a mile or not before shutting it off.
I feel like Lior probably knows where the stuff is, the restoration center.
This is a fair point.
Alina, don't know that, but I feel like Lior probably at least like vaguely knows where it is. Yeah.
I hear camp. I think like we're gonna take them out to the little dusty part in the northwestern corner.
This is the like punishment that's used in Valaki. So like anyone who does anything wrong, like this is what happens. So.
Well, that
Okay.
didn't go as planned.
So
Nope.
do a Lior, do a history check for me.
Okay. Ha! 23.
Okay. You know
Damn.
that the Valakovich Reformation Center is a kind of almost a jail. That's ruled by 3 elven mages. So I would say that you didn't know they were elven since you see. No, you know of elves. These so yeah, they're 3 elven mages who use their magic to condition and brainwash people's minds. So people who break Valaki's laws find themselves apprehended and sent to the Reformation Chamber.
That's kind of what I thought. Like the Earth Kingdom in Avatar.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
Right.
I'd also like to say, I would like to tear off a small piece of my garment. Make sure that's in my hands.
Okay. You struggle. Your hands are in manacles at the moment, but you're able to kind of wrestle with the like part of your collar and robe and like rip a tiny piece off.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to try to establish that before it's needed.
Okay.
Zaro, any chance that you guys speak a common language that Isabella doesn't speak?
I have Druid
Oh,
language.
I assume no one else speaks that.
I have my own secret language, Thieves' Cant, and then
Yeah, that's not helpful
Undercommon,
either.
Elvish, yeah, and half.
Hold on, I'm going to my main.
Halfling's not a real language. That's fake. That's made up.
The halfling language.
Where the hell do you see languages?
It's on the very left-hand side.
I'm on mobile.
Oh. Then you just suck then.
It's in proficiencies and training section.
Oh, proficiencies and training. Okay, I was never going to get there. Celestial, Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Halfling. So probably
there you go. You both speak this made-up halfling language. I bet Isabella doesn't. There are no halflings here.
Oh, you do actually have halfling?
I think he said he did.
Because he was trained by short people, so.
Oh, right, because that's backstory. That's canon.
Yep. He was trained by the Ghostwise halflings.
I've got to assume that would have come up at some point, and we're aware of that. And I'm not going to sit here and try to have a whole convo, but I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, dude, I can escape so fucking easy right now. I got like 3 different methods.
Cool.
Okay. So you speak with the halfling language.
Hoping she doesn't speak halfling.
She's pretty tall.
Maybe she knows a lot of languages.
She might. I'm legitimately like, maybe shouldn't have said anything, but I don't want my friends to worry.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Isabella doesn't only says, "Can you please not?" She turns around and looks at you. She's pulling you by a rope with manacles, and she looks at you and goes, "Can you not? Like this is right in my brain. It would be nice if you'd stop using that. Can you turn this shit off, please? Thanks."
I don't know about turning it off, but I'll stop talking. I say out loud, out of respect for her wishes.
Yeah. All right. So, Edgetheow has been keel hauled off to, well, you know where. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
Going to Lady Wagner's.
Okay. So, you see, as they walk past as they walk down the street away from the alley, a lot of some more guards kind of center around Edgetheow as he's being pulled behind Isabella, but it doesn't look like there's anybody searching for you anymore. So you should be able to make yourself make way to Lady Voctor's house without any trouble, unmolested.
All right. You know, I really thought Isabella was cooler than that. Disappointed in her. If we've got a choice of who to install as the new leadership, my no longer recommending her.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. She's definitely doing some low-key things for us by A, giving location, and B, calling off the search, but didn't go near as well as I thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, we could have gotten some of the city guard on our side, right? Because none of them like the Baron either. But yeah, she's got to be all uptight, all in order. Everything's got to happen in the right way. Okay, whatever. Whatever. She can. Lady Wagner can give her a job or not or whatever once we overthrow the government. It's fine. Let's go to Lady W's house.
We're just gonna have a real light revolution. Click. Very hands off. I support it though.
Just
I
a
agree.
spot of quick revolution before tea.
All right. Well, I think it's probably like noon now. You approach the house. It's like this, like a somber, dilapidated mansion. Stone walls are cracked. It's got ivy climbing up them, bit worn. Front gate is wrought iron. You guys walk up, and as you open it, it does just creak. And a long gravel path that leads up to the house with statues of like grim figures. And you make your way all the way up to the front door. You feel this strange sense that the statues are watching you.
What are the statues of? Are they like gargoyles, monsters, people?
They are like they are like small they look almost like gargoyles, but instead of the gargoyle, it's more of like a devil. Like they have like little tails on them.
Okay. Well, I think we can just knock, unless anyone wants to stop me.
Yeah.
You take the large knocker and you rap it against the door a few times, and Lady Voctor answers.
Oh, herself? My goodness.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay. She was
Welcome.
expecting us.
Welcome. I have been expecting you.
Figured you might be.
Yeah, After your exploits today, I figured I'd find you here, shortly. If the guards are still after you, I assumed you wanted some place to lie low, and what's a better place than Voctor's mansion? Guards dare not set foot in here.
That must be nice for you.
Yes and no.
Is this like a because they respect you and want to give you your space thing, or is like your house haunted?
No, it's more like me myself and the Baron have a sort of rivalry in which he doesn't bother me and I don't bother him most of the time.
Oh, I don't think that's still standing because he paid us, or he was going to pay us 200 gold to spy on and sabotage you.
Oh.
I don't think that he's still offering that after today, or I might
Probably
not have brought
not.
it up.
Okay.
But yeah, I think your truce with the Baron is coming to an end, one way or another.
Well, okay. Well, that would be.
But yes, we would like to come inside if the offer is still available.
Yes, sure. Come on inside. And she motions for you guys to have a seat in her main room. There actually is a map I can use, though I don't know how useful it will be.
Maps
I
are
don't
always
know.
useful.
I don't know why this hit me, but it's like when you said the main room, I'm like, you mean the living room? And then I was like, is it a living room for her?
It depends on if she's living or not.
Just where my brain was at.
Okay, and then. Oh, you guys probably need to be on the map. Here we go.
That does help, generally speaking.
Oh, Edge the Out's here too. He's not here.
Oh,
Hey.
that's right. Kill him off.
Plot twist, I already escaped.
Little cameo.
And I had a side text going. No, I'm
Well, let's well, you should still have vision though, I think. Since all the characters share vision. So you should still have vision, Jake.
Yeah, and GL, I'm not in there yet. I'll hop in now though, because I love a good map.
Yep. Maps always mean good things.
You guys say that. I literally just hung 3 maps in my office.
Okay.
Nice.
2 from The Legend of Zelda and 1 from D&D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From what campaign or this one?
So, as you probably know, good sir, I hung 2 shadow boxes for my favorite Zelda, which is A Link to the Past. So I got a shadow box of the light world and the dark world, and then for D&D, I hung a map of Faerun.
Oh, gotcha. The main map.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Drizzt series of books, so I wanted to hang a map of Faerun. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Happy with the new decor.
So she invites you in, and front door, like there's a very narrow vestibule there.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Very nice vegetable there.
There's 2 closets on either side. My God, I lost her. Oh
She's
my
in the
gosh.
stairs.
Yeah. Is that?
She's right at the beginning of the stairs, but
Yeah, I know. This is. Here we go. Follow me to the parlor. No one needs to go upstairs just yet.
Just yet. Okay. Cool. Leor's gonna take this entire couch.
Perfect.
Not actually in character, but
I mean, why not?
I don't want to be in a lounging position. That seems vulnerable.
Fair. It's like intentional prone.
What? There.
Oops. Don't mind
Where
that.
it just got big and
I'm gonna
Okay.
take that as I learned enlarge for free.
Yes. You also take damage because you got too cramped inside the house. All right. She sits you down on the couches and say, "So, what was your plan today? How were you expecting that to go?"
Norbert, you want to take that one?
Norbert raises his finger and says, I didn't have one. I just saw that, innocent folk, like they're good gals. They were good folk. They treated us well, so I didn't like it. Yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, but so that answers your what was our plan question, which is we didn't have one. But I don't know if actually you didn't stick around. I know that you left, or at least we didn't see you during this thing. So just to fill you in, we did manage to save those 3 women, and also gave a rousing speech to the populace and told them to overthrow the Baron. So that's the state of things at the moment. So we wanted to get your read on that situation now that we've incited a riotous populace.
Yeah, and also you still kind of rub me the wrong way. I may not should say that, but
Norbert's a very sincere and honest person.
I can see that. That can be very troublesome sometimes.
hey, I'm open to hear what you got to say. I'm just saying you rubbed me the wrong way, so.
Yeah. No, Norbert has no interest in becoming involved in politics. So you don't need to consider him as a contender on the political scene here. Just
Well, yeah, your methods today may end up costing more lives than it helping those 3 girls. Like, stopping the execution, drawing the attention of the guards. I mean, you've made quite an impression. But if you want to incite a riot without direction, lives will be lost.
yeah. So what I was coming here to propose is, I have this crowd who's riotous, and maybe you could help me give them a direction, and then we could, have fewer casualties moving forward.
To be honest, when I first invited you here, I had a 2-week plan to a month plan to try and usurp the Baron, and you've now turned it into a 1-day plan.
Yeah. Yep, that's a good summary of the situation.
I mean, sounds faster to me if we get it done.
Yeah.
The good news is that now you have 4 highly capable people who are here to help you. Well, you have 3 of us at the moment, and kind of a 4th one also.
It just all this planning gone out the window. We need to gather allies, divert attention. We need to hold the Baron's mansion. It's And now we have to do it by tomorrow, or else we could lose a large portion of the population. Oh, what have you done? You fools.
Can we? It may just be me, but can we understand your full intent and goals so that I can kind of try to trust you?
My intent is to stop this foolish baron and his authoritarian rule and become a more graceful and ruler upon this land, one that the people can survive with.
Trying to roll something.
You didn't have anything to do with the Baron's son dying last night. That was just a freak accident / vampire attack.
Oh, the Baron's son, the one who cursed my daughter?
Yeah, that one.
I can't help but enjoy the thought, but no, that was not my doing.
Okay. Does she seem sincere there? Can I roll insight see if
Sure, roll insight.
19.
She seems sincere, both about her not doing it, but also about the glee she felt at the thought of his death.
Okay. And what's the status of your daughter? I heard maybe she's not well.
She thinks she's a cat.
That is what I heard, but I was trying to be sensitive.
No need for pleasantries at this point, as obviously subtlety is not your party's strong suit.
It is really not. We do have a party member who knows some sort of nature magic and healing, so maybe he might be able to take a look at her, but he's not here at the moment. So
if only that jackass hadn't split the party.
What a terrible DM.
Oh no, I'm talking about me.
Oh. Well, okay, so let's get on to our plan now. So the festival is tomorrow. The crowd is
going to meet me tonight at the Blue Water Inn.
great. Okay. And the guards are probably on high alert.
Mm-hmm. And possibly going to ambush us at the Blue Water Inn. We shouldn't rule it out.
And you're one party member short.
Oh, no. He's on a mission. He's infiltrating.
Oh. Okay. The Baron's mansion?
Yeah. And other things.
Roll deception.
I am excellent at deception. 25.
All right.
That is my best skill.
Yeah. +9. Man, you can't roll lower than a 10 on there.
You have been rolling killer tonight.
Yeah. I have expertise in deception, which is fitting for my character.
Plus fucking 9.
Okay, so then, should we make our move tonight or tomorrow morning? Because the festival is still going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, so the question really is whether you need people to be a part of this, right? If you want me to mobilize people to do tasks for us, then tomorrow morning is the logical time, because I can get people on board for that tonight at the Blue Water Inn. If we don't need the citizenry to act, then I think tonight would be actually the best time to do it, because while I am causing a distraction at the Blue Water Inn, right, the guards might already be there trying to find me, crack down on this stuff, we would have potentially better cover to make our move. So it really depends on how many people you need.
So it depends on how many people in your short speech today you get to come to the Blue Water Inn tonight.
I think they'll come.
And are they armed?
They're townsfolk, so I mean, some of them might be, but I wouldn't count on them being well armed or well trained.
Well,
It's gonna be things like the blacksmith, with his hammer, right? Like that's what you can expect.
I think there's three things we need to worry about. We need to deal with the guards because they're all going to be present tomorrow. And there's probably at least 200 or 300 guards total in this entire city. So how we deal with them depends on having the population by our side, which we need to do by tomorrow. And we probably need them armed so they don't die. So we need to deal with the guards. We also need to deal with the Baron. We need to either kill or kick him out of the city, I guess. He can't be present if we take the city.
Okay.
We can't have a previous king exist if we usurp the throne.
Well, I was thinking if you just had him in confines, he would probably get more people to your side because he would make such an ass of himself in the meantime. But I'll defer to your expertise on this one. You've dealt with him more than I have.
Throughout history, keeping the previous king alive has only led to him having followers try to rise up and free him or fight in his name. So, killing, possibly exiling.
I mean, I'm on board with killing him. I have no hesitation about that.
Good. There are lots of things that we might have to do that you are uncomfortable with.
No, I doubt it. Let's see what you got.
You may need to kill some guards.
Well, self-defense, sure, yeah.
These guards do protect our city, so I would like as few of them as possible to die. But we will need to kill a few in order to take the Baron at his home.
Yep. Tracking. What was the third thing? You said deal with the guards, deal with the Baron. What else?
We need to be able to control the Baron's home.
Why is his home a problem if he's out of the picture?
That's true. That is where the killing of the guards may happen because whether the Baron's home or not, he does need to die, but we need to control the mansion as it is somewhat the seat of power.
Okay. But it is not like a magical place or anything.
No,
there's nothing. You're not
it's more of a show. It's more of a show of force.
Symbolic.
If we can,
gotcha.
If we can hold the Baron's mansion and we can get the Baron, show the Baron is killed or exiled, we can maybe through show of force convince the population to follow us.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we all die tomorrow.
That could always happen.
To do this in a day, though, because the villagers aren't even armed. We don't have arms enough for them. So weapons.
I propose that you think about arming the population, and we think about taking the Baron's manor and the Baron out.
And what will we do about Isabella?
Oh, Norb's got Isabella.
Okay.
I do.
Oh yeah. Totally.
I feel that you need someone more well studied in magic in order to face Isabella.
Ooh.
I can handle that.
Are you studied in magic?
I can handle myself.
Wait, but why specifically someone studied in magic to face Isabella?
Because facing Isabella head on is probably a death wish.
Because of her arm situation.
Her arm, just the further you are away from her, the better. The best, I would say the best time to attack Isabella would be while she's asleep, defenseless. Any other time, no.
That's not a good.
It's not a good look for us, yeah. I mean, she protected us. Can we incapacitate her? Can we drug her or something?
Well, you need to do something. She needs to be incapacitated or dead. Because she will single-handedly stop us.
Yeah, okay. Got it. I don't have questions. Norb, you have questions?
Nah, I'm good. I think I get the gist.
And you will do me one favor tonight. When you talk to your rebels at the Blue Water Inn, you tell them that many of them will die.
Yeah, but I'll do it in an inspirational way.
Okay. Because they are not trained. They do not have weapons or armor. They're going into this as babies to slaughter.
Yeah, I understand.
All right. You understand for the greater good.
I do.
Okay. I believe we're done here.
Okay.
I don't like this plan, but I'm not there.
Yeah,
I may never be there again.
I don't think Norbert's gonna say anything. I think he's just gonna look grim and he's gonna look stern and just accept the plan.
And as you all are leaving, Lady Voctor looks at you, Norbert, and says, "Are you studied in magic?
Don't worry about it.
Or are you one of those go by feel magicians?" And she uses quotes, air quotes.
What time of day is it, Aaron?
It's like noon.
Noon, and our plan is being executed tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume that we have the time to sleep.
Yeah.
So I am going to use Misty Step to teleport but behind her and use Shocking Grasp
Ooh.
I'm not going to touch her. I'm just going to. It's a little bit of an aggressive show of competence, but I don't like her. I've established that I don't like her. I like, it's a lesser of two evils kind of situation, but I still don't like her, even after this entire conversation we've had. So I'm gonna use Misty Step, teleport behind her, use Shocking Grasp, and be like, I am more than competent. And it's just, just
She
crackling hand, and that's it.
you kind of so she jumps when you do this and looks behind her and goes, that is a neat trick. Well, can I see your book?
Ooh.
You may not.
And she sighs heavily and goes, okay, well, I guess you aren't a studious wizard then.
I said you may not. I didn't say that I didn't have a book.
She's not
And
buying your deception.
I know what distinction you're making.
I have never known a wizard not to show off their book when casting a spell.
I simply said you may not.
Mm.
I know exactly what distinction you're making. So
And Lady Voctor looks at you and goes, okay, sure. I will see you tomorrow, I guess.
even if I was a wizard, I wouldn't have shown it to her. That seems taboo.
To show your a wizard spellbook?
To a potential enemy? I wouldn't even have made that call if I was a wizard class. I'm just saying I knew what distinction you're making. I'm good with it.
All right. You all leave Lady Voctor's house. And back to the map. So Edgetheow, you're being pulled by Isabella, and there's slowly like a ring of soldiers kind of appearing around you as you're being hauled through the city, almost like a little mini parade.
Where are we heading?
You'll find out soon.
Are we heading straight to this Nazi camp, or?
Are you talking to her like out loud or still using the?
No, I'm saying that out loud. And I want to find the closest equivalent to what I just said. Like, really just, wow, this place that you're trying to take me is fucked up.
The Reformation Center will do you well, sir.
Do I get a trial first?
No.
Why not?
Well, by trial you mean speak to the Baron, then yeah.
Okay, that's cool enough.
And they drag you all the way to the Baron's mansion. And she tosses you to the ground at the Baron's feet as he's standing over you in his parlor.
I used the mind talk to say that was fucking rude.
So, what say you?
What say I about what?
You. Are you trying to overthrow me?
Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Today, during the execution, you assaulted me and our guards.
What do you mean you? Did
You
anyone
came
see
after
me
me.
there? Because I don't think I saw me there.
I saw you.
When did you see me?
I saw you plain as day walk up there and attack those guards.
That's just not true. When could you possibly have seen that? I wasn't. Look, I was not even there. So
1 sec. You know what? Right. Night night. Night night. Bye. All right, I'm back.
like, Isabella, did you see me there? Did you see me with your own eyes?
I was not present at the execution. I had other things to attend.
Do you have anybody who actually says they saw me with their own eyes except this jackass?
You what? How
Yeah,
dare
you heard
you?
me. Oh, what? Is talking bad about you against the law too?
Yes. As he says, as
That's
matter of factly.
insane. That's insane, dude. Where I come from, we kind of got like this thing called like a council. You know, they
Only
kind of make decisions together. They're wise. We sort
the
of all agree to follow their lead, you know?
only those who would speak against me as the Baron are usurpers or allies of the devil.
Dude, that's crazy, man. Like, you just tried to kill 3 innocent women. Reason other than
Allies
they
allies
weaponless women didn't
of
defend your son well enough? What? Shouldn't your son have defended them? What the hell, dude?
I think that you defend these women so much so that you are in bed with them.
Look, man.
Take him to the Reformation Center. And Isabella just sighs and goes, fine. But it's starting to get crowded there. Like, well, just make do. Well, we will eventually run out of rooms there, so you'll either have to kill them or release them. And the Baron just waves her away. And she drags you off.
So, Isabella, you really think he's a good dude? You really think that, if this guy dies, everything will fall into chaos and the world will end? Or do you think he's actually a poor, incompetent leader who puts his own feelings above the good of the city? What do you really think here?
Before yesterday, there had not been a sighting of the devil in over a decade, coinciding with the Baron taking power. So whether or not he's great for the city or not, it's at least stable. People are eating. They're not starving. And we live
But
a
what has the
decent
Baron actually done to accomplish that? Name one thing. One thing, and I'll shut up.
brought order to the city when there was
And
chaos.
that kept Strahd away. How? First, your argument was he kept Strahd away. I asked how he did that, not what else has he done. How is he keeping Strahd away? Sounds like he
People-
might have a deal. Sounds
People
like he
say,
might be in league.
of all the failings of the Baron, I doubt that he is in league with Strahd.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of just hoping to see what happened and hoping to get you off my friend's tails. How about you show me what that arm does?
If I show you, it might be the last thing that I do.
Oh,
Or
well,
that you see.
Don't burn me with it. Just what happens? I'm curious. What's with that arm?
Pray that you never have to see it. Now be quiet. You are a prisoner.
Are we still in the mansion?
What that arm do?
What that arm?
No, she's walked you out of the mansion and has now walked you along the road currently.
Are there any signs of a fire? Do I have any reason to think we'll pass some form of fire?
So you do know that there's a fire in the smithy shop that you may pass, the blacksmith shop. There's a fire in there, that there's some hearths in people's homes, but like on the street, not so much.
Well, if we're gonna pass the smithy shop, maybe I wait till we're there, and then I'm gonna make my move one way or another.
Okay. You have like 10 guards kind of like encircling you still.
All right. Is there smoke in the road or otherwise?
Smoke in the road?
Yeah, like passing by the smithy. Do we smell some smoke? Is it
Yeah,
blowing away in
you
the
can
air?
smell very small bits of smoke from the smithy.
Would you describe any of it as a wisp?
I guess yeah, you would call it a wisp.
A wisp within my reach.
What are you trying to do? Just tell me.
Okay.
No, I'm enjoying the suspense.
This is called pulling an errand. No, I'm kidding. You're not this bad. I'm being real bad about it. Okay. So I got this spell called gaseous form. If you're typically material components means either you have your materials pouch handy or you have your spell casting focus. I
That's a
assume
great-
since I have
It's a great
have the
tactical spell.
manacles. Yeah. I thought I'd never use it. Now here I am, like planning an escape around it. But so that's why I'm trying to see if I can naturally having the manacles on. I assume I can't reach into my materials bag or whatever else to produce the listed materials.
No, all your stuff was confiscated.
Right.
Ooh.
That's why I'm trying to naturally find. I've got that cotton in my hand. I need the cotton, and I need a wisp of smoke.
All right. So you use the bit of cotton and the wisp of smoke coming from the blacksmith shop.
I will also say, in the interest of making sure I'm following the rules, I need somatic. I need to use my hands, and I am manacled. But I don't know what a somatic component actually entails. I can use my fingers. Clearly,
I thought we agreed that we weren't delving too heavily into that.
all right. Well, I just want to be fair. I am literally in captivity.
For sure. I'm curious myself.
So what I was saying, we weren't diving too deep into like a lot of the particular components that we were just doing like component pouches or whatever, or
but I actively don't have mine.
Yeah, you actively don't have it, so that's why it makes a difference.
Tricking Aaron into giving me what I need.
I mean, we did do a lot of shopping.
Well, so we've handled that. The question is the met components. And honestly, if you say no, I still got like a way out. Potentially, it's a little riskier. But also, if I take that one, I'll be out of my shackles to maybe use this spell. I'm just asking.
Yeah. So
you can say no.
Yeah, your hands are very much restrained. So yeah, somatic components are going to be very difficult for you at this moment. You're going to have to break out of the manacles.
All right. I would like to then transform which requires it provides absolutely no stipulations.
Okay, what are you transforming into?
See, I'm still thinking about that. Because it sort of sucks because like you go something teeny tiny like a spider and you still actually have an AC of like 10. But in reality, it's like I'm this tiny little thing. There's a chaos of like 10 people running. In any event, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for as like a mouse, little mouse, smallest mouse I can.
You know what I really love more than anything right now, FCO, is that you're so good at breaking out of chains.
Right.
Like, you got angles.
You are the best person to capture, honestly.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
Like, it's
And
a
I was
golf.
like, let's just not risk further conflict.
No, it's
Um,
a golf clap. You know, gaseous form transforming into shit. Beautiful.
All right, so you transform, your body shrinks, your arms like go into these tiny little paws, and the manacles just fall to the ground. And you see Isabella feel the rope kind of go limp behind her, and the manacles clank to the ground, and she turns around and goes, "Fuck." What do you do?
I mean, I'm attempting to run potentially like into the smithy area in case I untransform and need to use gaseous form mode instead.
Okay. So I'd say you can you do can you just roll me a straight D20 advantage for stealth check for a mouse? I don't know what it is, but I feel like a mouse would be kind of sneaky. Okay.
And there's gonna be a stat block.
For a mouse?
D&D, there's a stat block for everything.
That should be.
Oh, hold on. This says homebrew, actually. Maybe not. Yeah. So, yeah, whatever you say goes. There really isn't a mouse stat block.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
so
there's one.
Oh.
so um
Yeah, so this says speed 20, AC 10, Dex is +1.
yeah,
Okay.
you're very tiny and nimble, and you kind of just dart in between the guards' feet while they're trying to still understand what's happening. Um uh,
Aaron actually only rolled once. He's just clouding it, so we don't know which one is the real one.
Oh, oops! I forgot to throw on GM roll. So
I was
two
wondering as well. Thank you for that education.
two of the guards do see you. And they try to chase after you. As the mouse. What are you doing?
I use my 40-foot with dash move speed
Oh
to,
yeah.
like I said, aim for the smithy.
Okay, so you're heading towards the smithy. The two guards scream and say, "He's the mouse! He's a shapeshifter!" And all the rest of them try and follow behind you, but they can't keep up with you as a mouse. And you make your way into the smithy. What do you do?
Well, so I got two thoughts. be a mouse for an hour. So if well, I'd like to follow the perimeter, looking for a way
Out the
out.
back.
All right, do an investigation check.
All right, 1 second. I'm checking duration of. Oh, okay. I got an hour. If I hit up the gaseous form, I got an hour also. But investi.
Yep.
-1.
Okay.
Good.
You follow around the perimeter of the walls, but you can't really find any. You can't find any place where there's a hole that you can fit through. So
my next goal is to hide, but I assume the guards are doing stuff. Question mark.
Yeah, go ahead and do a stealth check for me. I'm gonna go ahead and say you get just a +6 for stealth, not an advantage. There we go. I would say a mouse is like one of the stealthiest creatures.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The stat block kind of really doesn't.
I feel like that's the one thing they're good at. They're good at stealth, and they're tiny. All right. So with that, you are definitely able to just kind of push yourself into the corner, like underneath the table or somewhere. You're able to kind of make yourself really small where they can't see you. And these guards do search this blacksmith, and they are turning over tables and chairs looking for you. What do you do?
So I've got an hour duration. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm feeling even moderately hidden, I'm gonna give it at least 15 minutes before I try to do anything.
Okay. The 19.
You're still rolling to us, Aaron.
Damn it. Okay.
I mean, like, it's not a problem, but
All right. Did you see that one?
no.
Okay. All right. I get it. If it's green, it's to me. If it's blue, it's to everyone. All right. So, as all the guards are in there looking simultaneously, flipping over table, chairs, they've kicked out the junior smithy that was in there. One guard does peek around one of the sections of wall and just finds you in the corner there and points you out. He goes, "There! I found him!" What do you do?
I'm gonna try to scurry towards the forge. Just somewhere where I can once again access a wisp of smoke.
Okay.
Preferably avoid attacks of opportunity where available.
Yeah, you're too small to provoke an attack of opportunity, I think.
Oh, that's a game change.
Because I think that there's a size to be of certain size for that. Like you have to be small or large.
Oh, like
What?
like within two sizes is the width hell allowed?
Yeah, I think like within one size.
Well, in any event, yes, that's the goal. Is try to get to the forge itself.
Or I'm crazy. Is that a thing?
I've never heard of it, but like once again, it's like logically speaking, AC of 10 is garbage tier for something. I don't know. Can you just use a sword to hit a mouse? And I know these are better with the sword than us, but
I don't know. They weren't
I
that
mean,
useful the last time we were
rules
fighting
is
with
written.
them.
I think they do get it, though it doesn't make
no,
sense.
that's
in my
what I
brain.
was saying. I feel like they
Okay,
do, and
so
that's why I
rules
was
is written.
saying,
Yeah. So they're going. I don't think they're
Oh
gonna
wait,
attack you with.
can I disengage? I
Yeah,
will
you can
disengage
disengage.
to not use my. So I'm only at 20 feet, but I'm literally just trying to shoot myself.
Okay.
Maybe not this turn, I get it, but
All right. Yeah, you get like 20 feet away. And a lot of the guards come over and basically try to grab you. Three of them dive towards you and try to grab you. Can you make I have a guard here.
acrobatics to dodge.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make 3 of them.
Good luck.
And then I only have a +1, so the lowest is a 14. It's also the first if we're going in order.
Oh, jeez. Athletics. Oh, what the fuck?
Those are the best rolls I've ever had, too. Except when I was a horse.
Dude, I got an 8, a 6, and a 6. So
Well, those second and third rolls you weren't catching. Well,
yeah,
theoretically, but
I was like,
you would need.
dude, what the fuck? Okay, so all
Those
3
are some edge
guards.
stay out rolls.
Yeah, basically all 3 guards dive at you on the floor, and you're able to just hop out of the way and run away from them. You're just skirting past them, making these guards look like idiots.
I don't know, man. To
All right,
avoid. So there's 3 in the smithy.
There's 3 that reached you. They're all in the smithy, but there are only 3 in your general vicinity. They're kind of scattered about.
Where am I compared to the front door?
You are near the forge. I would say you're kind of in the back area. You've jumped over the guards as they dove towards the back of the smithy. I guess we should just draw it, huh?
Oh, all right. Here's my difficult decision. You don't need to draw it. I think I got the gist. But here's my difficult decision. Do I bonus action untransform, action to cast gaseous form? Since if I'm like pretty close to the forge, I think I should be able to.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Or do I just attempt to mouse out, save my 3rd level slot? Well, we're gonna rest before we. Let's do the safe mode, and I do what I just said.
Okay. Let's see. One second.
I once saw one of the elders do this crazy thing. Maybe, just maybe, Sarah Lolly will allow me to replicate this thing. I'm gonna post the spell in chat.
I'm
Gotcha.
digging the run.
As a
So
side note, it is wild to have a druid of a hospitality goddess in a Strahd campaign. Like, what are you doing?
Right,
here?
this whole time. Like, that's why I'm starting to get a little salty, like angry. Like, this place is not acting the way I want it to. And as much as Jake, recognize that the world doesn't need to act the way I want it to. Edge Sail's never experienced something like this, you know? He's getting
Dude, we're just
tired of all
mean
this
to each
treatment.
other. Like, what on
Right.
earth? Like,
Is it's a half what the fuck, other half, just the contrast.
So
Right. It's like someone from a small town going to New York.
yep, you I mean you do
Oh,
this all.
fuck.
So I would say that you do this all successfully. There's like you your transformation, like your body gets bigger, you turn back into the halfling form, and then you call upon the mist from the forge, and you are gripping your piece of fabric that you pulled off earlier as a gauze. And you dissolve. Your body just kind of dissolves into a misty vapor, very light and airy, and you float upward, seeping into the cracks in the walls and the door frame. And you can just see as you get out all the guards, like with their mouths agape, looking at you like, what the fuck are we supposed to do then? As basically their entire search is in vain. You have escaped.
I'm gonna float.
I assume so.
I use the mind talk to be like, I say in halfling because what's her face is still, present. Where are you guys at? I'm free.
is God mod Zaro here. I assume he's gonna answer that in halfling.
Yeah, I was hoping.
I don't know where we are though. I think we're heading back to the inn? Question mark.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm good with that. Real quick question though. Like, as you spoke over the mind talk in halfling, which Norbert would not understand, but can I hear it?
yeah,
Like-
you were part of the group. Is Leor the only one that's out of it?
Yeah, I'm the odd man out here.
Okay, so I just need to do the what? That's it.
And you hear a familiar voice. Edgetheow? I swear to fucking God. You don't turn yourself in right now, I will have the entire guards post looking for you all day. We will find
Hey.
you.
Lady, you know this is unjust. You know that this man's supposed order is only a semblance of it. It looks like order, but you have people being brainwashed in some kind of insane prison, and you were about to send me there for, I guess, destruction of property. You know as well as I do, not a single guard was harmed. There were no injuries. There was no assault. Destruction of property, maybe. In reality, saving innocent people's lives.
In reality, we require order in the city. So, I will have order.
Doesn't sound like order to me. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, well, I think this is a good spot to stop. Especially since we don't have Zaro.
Right at 8.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figure we stop early for Zaro and your sake, Jesse.
Also, I
Okay.
feel like we're on the cusp. Like anything we do next is gonna be a whole endeavor.
Yeah, it's a
That's
commitment.
Like if we go storm the Baron's house or whatever, like that, we're not gonna do that in 15 minutes.
Very fair.
Anybody have any like questions so far, like what's happening?
I mean, I have questions about my mask situation, but
Oh.
my Rowan situation, but that's not related to tonight's session.
Yeah, I have questions that Edge Thal also has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mask situation, I feel like we attempted to address at one point, and the low rolls were like, all right, not right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I do wonder, like, are we getting to Isabella at all? Because, like, I get it. You know, this order thing is hers. That's her whole gig. If
But
I know how
also,
these things are
she
written, it's gonna
stayed
be
up
like,
all night to keep us safe. You know, like she
Yeah,
watched us save the city twice.
it's a very polarizing character.
I like how a lot of the characters have been polarizing for you guys. Like, well, not really
Are they not
polarizing.
supposed to be? Like, we're just like imposing controversy on them.
Are we imposing magnetization? Therefore polarizing that character.
What about okay. Here's one that you might actually have an answer to. Irina. She is, or at least her brother is, kind of like higher level than this Baron guy, right?
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
Oh, is there a hierarchy between the town of Barovia and the Valaki? Like, does Ismark outrank the Baron?
No, they're basically equal in terms of their kind of like a mare, like two different mares.
Okay, they're both, yeah. I mean, that's still, I don't know. And I guess while we're on the subject, I don't want to keep Jesse, but maybe I say that to Isabella. Like, Valaki does not have a ruler like this, and it's meh. Seems roughly as
Barovia
well
town,
fed.
doesn't it?
Barovia town, my bad.
Oh no, Barovia town's way worse than this. I don't know if you
Oh, it's
remember
like
Barovia
chaos.
town.
It's shitty.
No,
No, I
it
don't.
is dire over there. And as soon as Lior was there, she was like, I cannot wait to be out of this place. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, hold on. Honestly, that almost sways me towards Isabel. Like, obviously, I'm not going to change sides entirely, but
I don't think
that's
that's
good
anything to do with the
context.
Baron. I think that has everything to do with its proximity to Strahd's Castle Ravenloft. Like
Right.
Strahd
Well, and
is
that's
just a more present force over in that part of the land.
well, and I was trying to explore that idea too. It's like, what's the Baron actually doing? Imposing order? It sounds like you're imposing order, Isabella.
Yeah.
Sounds like
But
our DM's imposing order.
Every time I try, you guys impose chaos.
I love chaos.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
legitimately, Lior was gonna be on the side of like, let's just slow roll this and watch the execution up until like Zaro and Norbert were both going for it. I was like, well, okay, like we're in it now. We just gotta
Right,
go all
yeah.
in.
I hated it, but I was kind of, but yeah, we're in.
And you know that last session, more than anything, I feel like, in a while at least, I'll say in a while because I'm sure I did it in the past, but I'm really trying to do it like a non like my character last time was very Jesse. So like I'm trying to do like, a non-Jesse character and do some different different thought processes, and like I'm trying to separate the character from the person. And
No, I think you're doing really well.
well, thank you very much, kind sir. But like, no, after we all rushed in and we're attempting to save, I was like, man, Jesse is like, this is stupid. Like this is like Jesse the player. I'm like, man, we really
We
fucked
really
this
made the
up,
wrong
didn't we?
choice. Yeah.
Yeah, we really screwed the pooch on that one, didn't we?
Sometimes it's more fun to just do what's right for your character.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Okay, wait, can I say on the subject of like character versus player thought process here?
For sure.
Yeah, so Lior was for the first like I don't know however many sessions. I was planning on splitting as soon as we got to Valaki, right? Like, okay, we got here, we got our money from Isabella or not Isabella, Irina, and then I was gonna be like, all right, see you all. You guys are weird and suspicious, and I don't want anything to do with you. I'm going back to my Vistani camp. But then we had the Taroka reading, and it was like your destinies are interwoven, and I'm like, okay. I am very superstitious, so now I have to stay. And now I'm invested. But up until that point, I was like, I'm gonna like me, Alina, the player. I'm gonna have to like find a reason for Lior to stay because she's not bought in yet.
That's fun. And so, where are you at on that? On like, player versus character?
I don't know. Especially tonight, I was like, God. I mean, I'm just being Jake right now. But also then when I thought about it, what I was saying about like Edge say I was kind of just getting frustrated and tired of this. I was like, that's actually true. I think I did let a lot of Jake slip through, but then I'm like, a lot of that did feel right for Edge Sao too, though.
Yeah, there's nothing really hospitable about the city.
Well, right, and I mean, yeah. I'm explicitly here on like a missionary mission, so maybe I shouldn't be calling people a jackass. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done letting people be the way they
You're
are. I'm
the
here
burnt missionary now.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's just part of the journey,
I'm also playing a very like scaredy cat, but then to this time I was just like, oh yeah, I'll de-escalate this conflict and try to escape.
I mean, it's been fun on my side anyway, because like everything, I can't write more than one session. Like I can't plan that far ahead anymore. I've just given up.
No, this campaign is going so well though.
I feel like as a player character, that is arguably the best thing you could hear from a DM.
Oh no, are you guys enjoying it though? Do you have any issues so far with like how I'm running it?
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I also sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I've DM'd 2 campaigns out of the book, and I think you could tell pretty clearly I was like struggling with it. So I mean,
I constantly
you're doing
struggle. What are
really
you talking
good.
about?
You're pulling it off though, and maybe I did too. But I'm just saying, as a player, it's like it feels like all of this is supposed to happen. I'm like, how did the book account for this, or did Aaron just do that on the slide?
Yeah. I was gonna say my character, originally I was just supposed to be here for one session, and so I was like had this idea of like, oh, I'm gonna be like a bard, but like a tavern brawl kind of bard, right? Like brash and like gets into trouble a lot. And then the backstory that Aaron sent me was like very deception heavy and like stay in the shadows and like don't make a scene. And so that's been like a very like interesting tension to have, that like Lior has this personality of like wanting to do those things, but also like a lot of reasons not to.
Yeah, I was just trying to say, like, how would this character make sense in the world of like Curse of Strahd? And I'm like, this would make sense to me.
Yeah.
In a way.
No, it's been fun to play, because there is like, in a lot of our interactions, that tension of like what she wants to do and then what she's gonna like talk herself into doing. Like,
You hear me?
Yep. I can hear you.
Man. Okay, I super apologize. I had to meet this guy.
Yeah, it's been really good. Like, there's been a lot of unexpected things. Like, I didn't expect you to put on the mask for like a full day, essentially. That was unexpected. A lot of things like carrying on to that sphere. Like, I did not expect you to pick up that Palantir and carry it with you that whole time.
Oh yeah, dude, of course.
Yeah.
crazy don't touch objects, yeah, we're gonna touch it.
The more I describe an object, the more likely it is you guys will take it.
Oh yeah.
Just be
Anything
careful.
worth talking about.
Just be careful, because if you lean into it too hard, then we'll be like, nope.
Sketch. He wants us to take this? Ooh, I don't know.